Have you ever tried to please someone who secretly looks down on you? You think, maybe if I try harder, if I prove myself, they'll finally see my worth. But here's the brutal truth. You cannot drink from a well that has been poisoned. Your heart is not a garbage dump. It is a sacred space, a carefully decorated home for your soul. Your value is not certified by anyone else's seal of approval. Your life is not a comment section for their bad reviews. You must be brave enough to take out the trash. Walk away from those who make you feel small. Distance yourself from the emotional vampires who drain you dry to fuel their own fragile sense of self. Your energy, your love, your precious time, these are sacred currencies. Spend them only on those who see you, who respect you, who celebrate your light. Stop fighting the dragon in its dungeon. Because if you stare too long into that darkness, you start to breathe its fire. You start to believe its lies instead. Walk into the sun. Seek the people who say you can. Not, you cannot. The ones who hand you fuel, not speed bumps. The ones whose very presence reminds you of your own strength. Psychology has a name for this self-validation theory. When someone constantly tears you down, they're not describing you. They're exposing their need to step on others to feel taller. It's like owning a beautiful flower. Someone pinches the leaves every day and then calls it ugly. Even the flower begins to wonder, am I broken? Stay around people who look down on you long enough, and you'll start copying their poison, doubting your worth, and shrinking your dreams, not because you're weak, but because negative energy is contagious. And the human heart was never built to be a garbage recycling station. Your relationships are mental mirrors. Be around people embarrassed by your ambition, and suddenly you'll apologize for wanting more. Be around people threatened by your growth, and they'll sabotage you before you even begin. Remember this? Your value is not authenticated by someone else's approval stamp. Your emotions are not an outlet for somebody else's unresolved rage. Your life is not a prison for another person's ego. If you fight the dragon too long, you become the dragon. But I'll add to that, stay too long with someone who treats you like a monster, and you will forget that you were born with wings. So hear this, deeply rotten minds do not deserve access to your potential. Garbage hearts cannot hold something as pure as your hope. Your light was never meant to brighten someone who enjoys the darkness. Surround yourself with those who see your worth, who celebrate your growth, who speak to the future you're building, not the limitations they fear. Protect your heart like it is a home, because it is. And not everyone deserves a key.